Start the recording. I started the recording. We can pull up your account. Insolent 8151. Is there a particular game you want to go over, or how has been the practice since I talked about vision with you and not getting baited by your support? Have you noticed it helping?
Yeah, I've noticed it helping. Though I do kind of have like slip ups where I lose focus and I'll kind of like forget to ward.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not sure how long ago was it? It's been about 5 days, so you're still getting
Mhm.
into it, but you're starting to get into the habit of focusing on that.
Yeah, starting to get into the habit of it.
Okay. Oh, you seem to
I
be
was able.
winning, so that's good.
Yeah, I ended up.
Mm.
Well, I'm in silver three now, and then I ended up climbing to gold four on flex.
Oh, nice,
But
nice. Yeah, these things will definitely help you win the game. It'll just help you be a better player, help you win. So this is definitely good. Do you want to check out this loss? Because the other ones you've been winning, or there's been a
yeah,
couple
I think.
losses. Um, is there
I
any of
think
these games in particular you want to look at?
so. I think these losses in particular. Hold on, let me look at my match history real quick. I noticed like I'm in silver three now, and these games that I lost were when I hit silver three. So I don't know what goes on. I don't know if it's like a mental thing or if like um
Mm, the moment you hit silver
I'm just
three,
too
it's just
tired.
hard.
Yeah, it gets really hard. Learning
Okay,
threes
we
gets
can take
really
a
hard.
look.
So I know this 5-6-3 right here. I'm pretty sure this was a game I had in S3.
All
I
right,
had
we can look
to,
at this one. You're looking at my stream, right?
one moment, sorry about that. I was looking at my screen.
Oh, okay. I'm screen sharing right now. You could take a look. But otherwise, I'll just look over your gameplay in general. But I'll also see if there's anything in particular that happened. But I'll just look over your gameplay in general. Here, are you ready? Are you looking at my screen?
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching.
Okay. All right. So let's see. D-Blade, that's
So I kind of
fine. Huh?
not going into the tri bush right away. I kind of went to lane.
This is fine.
How about
This
it?
is fine as long as you realize you kind of came in. D-Blade is fine with it's pretty good with Nautilus because he's gonna try to go in, so good adaptation. Going D-Blade here, that's good. You can try to kill. This is all fine, and you're playing Vayne. D-Shield is okay if you're playing versus Kate Lux, Kate Karma, even if you have Nautilus, that's fine to go D-Shield. But against a lane like Vayne Morgana, honestly, D-Blade is fine. I think it's good. You guys double warded. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you ward you honestly don't ward here because this is like this here. I'll show you. If now it's fine. It's good. We're starting to think about vision, but now I'll help you with what to ward. Only ward this or this level one because honestly, the jungle is never really until you reach super high elo. Maybe it's Rek'Sai or Elise. They're never really gonna take this route. So
Okay.
honestly, if you are gonna ward, it's fine to ward level one. You should consider who the jungle is if you are gonna ward level one, but only really ward these two, okay?
Okay.
Honestly, you should if you are gonna ward, just ward this one because it covers most areas. But yeah, don't ward this. Yeah, but good you're thinking about warding. It's good we're thinking about warding, but yeah, we don't want to ward this bush ever, honestly. But it's fine. We're thinking about warding, so I'll just help you as we go. Here, once again, Nyla's level one cheese isn't that great, honestly, because you're playing a melee champ. If you start fighting them, you can hit them, hit them, hit them, but eventually you're gonna have to run, and as you're running, you're gonna get hit back. So that's why her level one cheese isn't great.
Hmm.
But here, okay, we're just immediately looking for the push. They're randomly leashing, but we don't normally see that. Um, but yeah, we immediately get the push. Good. We know how to get the push. This is good. You don't want to shove it too hard, but you want to auto a couple times so you get the guaranteed push. So this is showing better knowledge of wave management. So
Okay.
this is fine. Here. Um, this is a thing with hook supports. I don't know if you watched my other video, but I talked to someone about hook supports. With hook supports, you kind of want to stand near them. You see how you're standing all the way over here? Like if
Yeah.
you're standing here, you can auto. But if he decides to hook in like this, here, I'll show you. You want to stand near the support when it's a hook champ, because if he decides to hook in like this, instead of being over here, if you were standing here, you're like just a little closer to help. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So when you're playing with hook supports, you want to like stand near them. So if they do hook in, you're a little bit closer. That's just like a tip here. I mean, he probably shouldn't have hooked in. Honestly, that's like pretty bad. Um. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah. Honestly, not really much you can do there if this guy decides to hook. But like, if you were standing a little closer, you maybe could have helped. But like, this isn't like the best hook. But if you're
Hmm.
staying closer, you maybe could have hit them and scared them off a bit. But like,
Hmm.
this isn't honestly the best hook. But you just stand closer and you maybe could have scared them off with autos because they couldn't just straight up hit him for free. Because the thing is, like, here, I'll show you. Like, you're standing pretty far. He did randomly decide to hook in, but if you're standing closer to him, if he does go in, you can immediately go in. So, like, he went in and then you just didn't really help him at all. And honestly, you could have hit that. You could have, like, you see how if you were hitting them this whole time, this is like a different fundamental, but like,
Hmm.
if they're on your support, make sure you're 100% hitting the AD carry. So,
Okay.
like, this is, I've talked about this in my other videos. I don't know if you've seen it, but you want to make sure if they go on your support, you just, like, honestly, this would have been fine, like this would have been okay if you immediately start hitting this girl, because if you hit her, if you're hitting her here, 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 and then she runs away, he would have like probably been okay. But like this whole time she's just hitting him for free, and you see how you're not hitting this girl.
Hmm.
Like if you started hitting this girl, it still would have been a bad trade honestly, but I don't think you would have died. But you want to get in the habit of, here, I'll write it down. Um, if enemy is hitting your support, hit enemy AD carry as best as you can. This is what you want to do. If they start hitting your obviously this wasn't the greatest hook, but if you're standing if you're standing here, like honestly, I'll just run through how I would position here. But you're stand instead of like if I see my Nautilus in this bush, I'm going to stand here and auto the minions right here. You're standing like all the way over here, so if he does decide to hook, it's like way too far. But if you're here, you can just go in. So you want to one stand near closer to your support, like here you see how far you are. I would still be
Yeah.
standing here rather than here. So you
Okay.
want to stand closer to your support. If he decides to do this, you can just walk up and hit. So I would be standing closer to my support, and then if he if they are just randomly sending it on this guy, because he's still half HP, he still could have flashed. I would have been hitting this girl. She would like for her chasing this guy, you have gotten her to like this HP. Do you see like for her
Hmm.
having to hit this Nautilus this whole time, you could have been hitting her like this whole time, like here. You could have been hitting her. Like you should have been hitting her here, you should have been hitting her here, you should have been hitting her here. Like you see, she's this HP without you hitting her. If you hit her, she would have been like this HP. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So like if I want you definitely stand near your support, and then if enemy is hitting your support, 100% make sure if we can't. You see how she's half HP without you even touching her once. You touched her like once, but if you were
Okay.
hitting her this whole time while she's chasing, she probably would have been trade killed dead. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So like, look how low she is without you ever going on her one. So I definitely want you, if if the enemy is hitting your support, if they're full sending on your support, I definitely want you to be hitting this girl. This girl probably would have died, or at the very least, couldn't actually finish the knot, because if she starts chasing knot, you just hit her. So now she has to like either in for Nautilus or just run away. So
Okay.
that's like definitely something you want to do as Here, I'll show you. Let me just pull this up. I was watching that, but let me show you how I did it. But I want to show you this D-Blade against Tristan. How this one like here. I kind of explained it here,
I'll
but
also teach you how to
you
trade
should watch
properly.
this game.
But here,
You see watch this
so
Aphelios.
that's look, this
Here,
guy's
I'll show you. Watch this Aphelios. He starts going in. He starts going in on my support, so I 100% make sure I hit him. Like he's going
Okay.
on my support this whole time, and then instead of me just running away, I 100% make sure I'm hitting this Aphelios. Like look, he's sending it on my support. I know it's like positive, but here I'm explaining. He is going in on my support. Instead of me just running away, I'm hitting him at the same time. So this is like the basic fundamental I want you to have. If they're going on your support, make sure you hit the enemy ADC. Here I can like kind of fast forward a bit, but like you see, he's like sending it hard on my support. I'm like, I would watch this video honestly, but I explain. But you see how I'm hitting him the whole time.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't hit him once, he would be full HP. But because as he's going in on this guy, he'll get her super low, but I'll get him to this HP. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So I would honestly watch this video because I explained that concept. But
Okay.
like in this exact situation, if you sent it on the 80 carry as they're sending it on your support, you would have killed this girl, like probably for sure, or made her back off and your support would have lived. So that's like a basic fundamental I want you to get in the habit of. If enemy is hitting your support, hit enemy 80 carry. So that's like something we want to work on over time.
Okay.
So recognize that if they're sending it on your support, hit the enemy ADC. Otherwise, now we have to like now it's super fucked because we started pushing the wave, but then we randomly died, so we can't walk up. So that's why this situation is pretty screwed. We can't
Okay.
like get any of the CS, but good, we're getting the EXP. Now it's like kind of awkward, but it's like still fine, I guess. Um, anyways, yeah, pop your HP pot. Here, let's kind of see what happens. This is the problem with warding twice. You won't have wards for now. This is honestly why I wouldn't. I was also going to bring this up, but I wouldn't recommend using both wards. Like, it's fine if one of you wards, but using both wards, it's like now you
Yeah.
have neither ward for lane. So I would just get in the habit, in general, not both warding level 1. Like, it's fine for one of you to ward, but using both wards is kind of troll. Like, it's kind of bad. Um, Otherwise, why is this guy randomly leaving you? I would ping him for instead of doing this, honestly, I
Yeah,
would
right here I pinged him back and he started walking back.
like that's
But
fine to like question mark ping him, but instead I would just like ping assistance here.
uh-huh.
But like that's like it's kind of yeah, it's troll for him to roam. But the wave is at least pushing into you. But honestly, this might tilt him. I think it's a little better to just ping assistance.
Yeah, okay.
But this is like fine, I guess. Okay, bone plating is okay. It's not great into Vayne. I mean, it's okay into Vayne if she Q tumbles you, but it's like second win might be a little better. But bone plating is like okay. It's like against Draven, I can see bone plating. But it's like okay. Here, I think it's fine to use W under tower if they're autoing the shit out of you. But like otherwise, we're getting the farm. Okay, okay. I would even E on a minion. Good. Try to as best as you can. But yeah, this is why we stand closer to the support. Like honestly, you could have committed here a little harder. It looked like you just like it's fine. You weren't really you're standing near the support, but then you started walking away. Honestly, the moment I see this, I would have 100% just double dash E'd. You kind
Okay.
of hesitated a little bit, but it's like fine. I think as we get a little more comfortable, like yeah, we could definitely just kill this girl. Honestly, good. As we get a little more comfortable, we can like just recognize that and just double dash forward. But yeah, oh, he didn't have to take that, but it's fine. Here, if you play it a little smart, you can definitely kill this guy. I mean, I know you're low, but you
Yeah,
just gotta dodge
probably.
his Q. Do you kill him?
Nah, I
Oh,
tried. I got fucking.
that was
I was
close.
tilted after this right here.
We tilted. Okay, we don't want to get tilted.
Yeah.
I think if we're close to our W, we do wait for our W. He randomly shielded, so we weren't really ready for that, but it was
Mhm.
close. He's also like pushing the wave for us, so this is like all right. Oh, is Nautilus pushing the wave? I don't know. Wait, he killed him though. There's no need to wait. We don't get tilted though, right? We double killed them.
I
That's
was
pretty
just.
good.
I don't know why. I just like my mental like right there when I
You're
press
like
X. I
fuck.
was like,
I'm feeling you. But that's fine. I mean, otherwise it's fine. They got a double kill. We're not really getting much, but like our knowledge game fed. We just got played. Everything. Life is still good. Here, here. This is just kind of wave management 101. But if we looked at this wave, would we say it's pushing into them or pushing into us? Do we? Can we just tell from looking at this? Do we
uh,
know which way it's pushing?
it's pushing towards me,
Okay,
right?
good,
Me?
good. Okay, that's the first step. We recognize it's pushing to you. So since we recognize it's pushing to you, it will be over here eventually. So do you know what we do instead of like sitting right here?
Reward.
No, no, we go help them on drag because
Okay.
like during this time, this is like good for me to ask you this because it helps you figure it out on your own.
Hmm.
But it's gonna push into us slowly. So while we wait, instead of just like standing around here, we can't even really auto because we're playing a melee champ. Instead of like standing around here, we help them finish drag. Does that kind of make sense? Why like we go drag here?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so like I can't tell what you're about to do, but you should definitely like instead of standing here, standing here, standing here, we should have just ran straight to drag and help them with drag. Honestly. Like because they do it slow. They do it. You have to realize you're playing with the Ivern and Nautilus. It's not like it's like Xin Zhao and Senna or something. They do Dragon pretty slow, so you have to just help them. Here, try to W the guy. Yeah, good. We got our W off. Nice. Here, we can probably just start smacking the shit out of this guy. It's gonna be pretty close. They're all coming. Oh no. But yeah, like honestly, this was like an okay drag start. What happened? This is the problem. People don't realize like you can't actually go drag here because they're coming back from base. So like
Hmm.
this is a pretty bad drag. But if you actually want to do this drag, you have to like help them immediately. You have to go here. Like they need your DPS to finish. If they do want to do this drag, they need your DPS.
Okay.
Mm, So the reason why, if it was slow pushing into them, don't help them because you need to fix your wave. You would lose all these minions. But if it's pushing into you this way, then you can help them to get dragged. Does that kind of make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but they need your DPS. Like they can't do the drag. And now you get stuck in this weird fight. Like here, good, we killed that guy. Instead of running straight into the pit, I would have ran outside of the pit because this drag is like full HP. We definitely can't do this drag. I
Hmm.
would have ran towards Vel'Koz. But now this fight looks super lost. You're probably all gonna die, and you lose drag. This is not great. But otherwise, you see the wave still pushing into us. So honestly, it's not that bad. But yeah, you see, like just help them earlier with the drag. It's pretty bad drag call, honestly. Oh my
Hmm.
god, that's super troll. But okay, this vein looks kind of boosted, so not the worst. Here, it looks like you're trying to freeze. Yeah, this is good. Good freeze. I would honestly pop W here, because then you would. I'm pretty sure Nyla W blocks all these minion autos. Like,
Yeah.
instead of being this HP, like in the future, I'll just remember use your W if you're trying to freeze. Use
Okay.
your W. Here, I'll teach you how to freeze in bot lane. But if you're trying to freeze waves, use this bush. You have to like hover in and out of the bush to like drop aggro on the minions. Instead of running this way, you should always run this way and like use the fact that if you walk in the bush, the minions will walk that way. You walk out, minions will walk this. Like that
Wait,
kind of
I
makes
never
sense.
thought about that ever. I never thought about that ever.
Oh, really?
Ever.
That's like the standard
Never
way to
thought.
freeze. Honestly, you
Wait.
definitely go to the bush.
Wait. So
So in
this
the
game.
future, this is any game. Use go this way and use the bush. Okay.
Okay, and you just dip in and out of vision.
Yeah, you like you drag the minions over here. If it's the minions are all the way over there, it's too far. But you drag the minions over here. You walk into the bush. They start walking that way. You walk out of the bush. They retarget onto you. You walk
Okay,
into the like that kind of makes sense. You just do that
I
on
never thought
repeat.
about that. Okay,
Yeah,
all right, I
but
get it.
that's like yeah, it's nothing crazy. I guess it's like the pretty standard way to freeze. But yeah, now we kind of like just messed up our first. Remember to use your W if you're tanking a shit ton of minions. Use your W so you dodge all the minion auto, and definitely use the bush. But like we had the right idea, we just didn't really know how to execute it. But yeah, you do want to freeze here, but then you kind of were like, oh shit, I'm dying to all these minions. So then you just broke the freeze, but now we're like no HP. So this one's pretty important. Use this bush, go in and out of the bush, and then use your W if you start tanking a lot of minions, so you're not like completely low HP. But I didn't write that down, but you'll just remember that, right? Like using this bush.
Yeah, I remember. I'll try it in my next game, honestly, after this.
Okay. All right. Honestly, it's not that hard. Once I just explain to you all these habits, you'll just be a better player, and then you'll just win more. But you just have to remember to implement them. But yeah, this is like now we're in this weird ass situation where like we wanted to freeze, we should have froze, but like we're super low HP. We're waiting for Nautilus. The wave is pushing into us, so we don't have to like we definitely don't want to die. Just be patient, let the wave push into us. Let this wave push into us and then farm the wave. Good. And it's fine to use your W under towers if they try to auto you. That's perfectly fine. Here, I don't know if like I know we're CSing under tower, but we should recognize Morgana's top, so it's 1v1. Like maybe in the future we're level 6 now, we can look to fight her now that we see Morgana top, but we should be aware of the map. Good. Good. You see, yeah, good. We're using our W to block autos. Just a winning trade. We honestly probably maybe we weren't sure where Morgana was because we like didn't look at the map because we're farming under sea tower. But I honestly think we maybe could just straight up all in her, try like we could have eat on her right here and then ulti. She might E us away, but like you see how with our W it's just guaranteed winning trade. She
Yeah.
literally just cannot auto attack you, so guaranteed winning. But then your W is a long cooldown, so honestly don't waste it. But you're starting to use your W better, so that's good. Um Here, good. Like if we see Morgana top, we don't have to play super scared. We're level 6, she's level 5. Like if we're level 5 and she's level 4, I'd be like, "All right, like yeah, kind of be ready, but since we have ult and she does not, then that's like a huge power spike. We don't have to be like super scared. Um just be aware that you are if you have level 6 and they're level 5, you can like definitely look to fight. And your items are okay. Her items are a little better, but honestly, like Serrated Dirk, level 6, level 5, you can probably still force her sums and be perfectly fine.
Hmm.
So I'd just be a little more comfortable with your champ. But the moment this girl hits level 6, then we have to back off. Now she's level 6, we kind of lost our opportunity. Here is kind of a weird recall. Like you never I'll just give you the general. You never really want to recall if the wave is pushing out because you're just gonna lose all the minions.
Okay.
Because we can like so in general you should obviously recall if you 100% have to, but like let's kind of see what happened. So here, good. We have the wave here. Honestly, I would have froze this instead of autoing. I would have froze this, so it keeps me in a safe position. She has to walk up. I just stand here. It's
Hmm.
like because now if we take the wave, instead of meeting over here, it now meets over here, and we're like slowly creeping forward. So I would have actually froze that. And the reason why I freeze, is like if I'm slightly weaker, I always want to keep it on my side because it's just safer. Does that kind of make sense? That's why
Yeah.
you freeze. But once again, if the wave is pushing out, you pretty much never want to recall unless you 100% have to because we can look. And the reason why, like, I would just ping Nautilus to come help me. But yeah, we can look and see what happens. If we recall here, we probably lose this whole cannon wave. Like, we just she like we just lose a whole cannon wave. You see like why it's like not great. We're
Yeah.
just missing minions. So I like wasn't the greatest recall. It's like okay, I guess. I'm just giving you things to be aware of. But now we can look. Items are about even. They're pretty much even. She just has boots on you. But I don't even know if you guys win this 2v2. You're gonna have to 100% go on Vayne. You probably do since Morgana is only level 5, but uh yeah, you probably win 2v2. I mean, she's level 6 now. You have cleanse. But I'll just play around if Nautilus hooks. Once again, stand next to your support. So if he hooks, you can follow up. But otherwise, okay. Good. Sorry. This is a little better. If they go on your support like this, if they randomly go on your support, good. If you ran back, they would have just hit this guy. But since you walked forward, you see how, watch. You decide to walk forward here. They see you, so they have to click back. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So going back to that level 1, Nautilus is running. They're chasing after Nautilus, but if you decided to walk forward instead of running, they would have had to walk back just like this. Does that kind of make sense?
Hmm.
So you can actually kind of just scare off the enemies by walking. Obviously, do it correctly because sometimes if you walk forward, they'll just go on you. So be aware of that. But you do want to hit the enemy ADC if they are targeting your support. But once again, I have to tell you the part 2 now. If you do walk up to hit them, they could just go on you. So like kind of hover properly. I don't know. Just be aware of that. But you
Hmm.
do want to look to hit them if they are hitting your support. Um, but yeah, we can watch. Once again, this is why I say stand a little close to your support, especially the hook champ, because you're not really sure when he's going to go in. But if he does decide to go in, like you see how far we are. Like if we were standing here and he does decide to go in, we're like we can go in, but like we're like all the way over here. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So I would be more aware of like standing near your support. Did I write this down already? But here, I'll honestly like what to work on standing near your support. Just get in the habit. You don't have to stack on top of them, but like here, look, I'll just show you. Like you see, I'm standing like I'm not stacking on top of them, but I'm like standing near her so that watch. Lulu is in this, but I explained it all in this video. But like this guy is standing here, Lulu is standing here, so they're super far. I'm standing here, Nami's standing here, so we're like super close. So if they do decide to go in, like I'm just closer to fight. Like watch. If this Lulu decides to stand here, I'm just closer to hit this girl, and you see how far he is.
Yeah.
Does that kind of make sense? So like I'm just closer to hit this Lulu. So you see how we force Lulu back because I
Hmm.
am standing here. This guy is like we're quite literally just closer to hit. So that's
Hmm.
why you want to get in the habit of standing near your support. And especially with hook champs because they'll randomly go in and instead of having to like E to a minion, you'll just be there to auto attack. You can save your E. So that's why you want to stand near your support. But good, we actually have better vision now. Like you can just see people coming, so this is good. Also yeah, that's fine. But yeah, this is why we want vision. We see Mordekaiser. Now we're not. Now it's not black. We actually see people coming in. So this is like better. But now it's black. Now we have no idea if the Mordekaiser is still standing right here. So we kind of have to let it push out. What I would honestly do is like sit in this bush maybe, try to ward this because he could be in here waiting to ult us, so it's like kind of risky. But yeah, you can just let it push into you. Try to be a little careful because just cause you don't see Mordekaiser, he was quite literally right here. He could still be right here. So don't just like randomly walk up thinking he left. But once again, we should be aware of the map. If we see Morgana mid lane, we should like look to pressure this Vayne harder now. Good, we're shoving. Mm,
How do you feel about Demolish on Nyla? Should I even take
I
that?
saw you run that. Like I saw you got one proc. It's good if you can force the enemy out of lane because you only really get value if you're hitting tower. So if you think you're gonna win lane a lot and then you can get a demolish proc, like it's only really good if you get tower plates. Like yeah, it's like okay later, it always has value, but it's like better if you can get tower plates with it. It's okay. I don't know. You don't get like super value on it as Nyla because she's melee, so you don't really get to hit tower that much. But if you're thinking like you're gonna constantly force him out of lane and you're gonna hit this tower, then it's like fine. It's only really fine if you hit tower. That's I don't know like that's up to your play style if you think you can hit tower a lot. That's like the
Okay.
only time that's like the only thing I can really say. If you think you're gonna be able to hit tower, then run it. And I would definitely play around the fact that you're hitting tower during lane phase. So I would ask yourself, do I think I can hit this tower during lane phase? If yes, demolish is okay. If I can't hit tower during lane phase, then no, it's probably pretty bad. But not pretty bad, but it's not great. Does that kind of make sense? Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that would be my opinion. Here this looks oh shit. Yeah, now we gotta kind of play around jungle. This I would just leave him. I know it's kind of feels bad, but honestly I would leave. He's kind of just dead. We try to save him here. Oh shit. Clicking the wrong button. But we're like, yeah, honestly, this dude's probably just dead. I would just leave him. We like try to save him, but now we have to flash. Oh yeah, we die. Yeah, we don't like. You kind of just have to like at certain points accept the fact that like your support's dead. I think this
Okay.
happened last time too. We like tried to save our Tom Kench around here,
Mm-hmm.
and then we walked up and died to Vi. I think that's what happened last time too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you kind of just have to recognize that like this is 2v3. If you had a jungle quite literally right here coming in, I can see you staying around. But honestly, like certain points you kind of just accept the fact that this guy's dead. We definitely don't want to die here. If we have to flash and live, it's still pretty bad. But if we die, then it's like super bad. So like I would say just kind of accept the fact that your support is dead and stop trying to save your support.
Okay.
Um, because we definitely don't want to die. But we can see. Anyways, we can kind of go through this once again. Once it hits about 12 minutes, honestly, we don't have to slow push. This is what I'm saying. If you can get demolished procs like this, then it's fine, honestly. But if you don't get these like ever, then it's kind of useless. It's not great. It'll have use later, but it's not great. But you definitely want to make sure you can get tower plates off it. That's my whole point. If you can get tower plates off it, then it's probably okay. But if you can't get tower plates, then it's like not great.
Mm-hmm.
But here, okay, we can't really do anything without ulti. I would try to make. I would. Here we kind of have to just recognize that, like in this situation, they're gonna go on Nautilus for sure. They're going on Nautilus. I would have like W this guy. My first priority in this situation would be to W this guy, then go in. Because if I get a W off, he actually lives for like another couple seconds, so that would have been huge if we got a W off on that guy. Now, oh yeah, like I definitely would like we kind of have to just recognize they're about in this situation they're gonna send it on Nautilus, so I would have 100% tried to get a W on this guy here, as best as we can, obviously. But yeah, now we're kind of inching the vein a bit. But it's kind of our wave management, a little bit our positioning, and then we'd also died to the jungle. But we can kind of see like the mistakes and stuff. Mm, Honestly, not the easiest matchup if you want my honest opinion. I think Vayne is like pretty decent into Nyla, so just know that's like a decent counter. It's gonna be
Okay.
kind of hard. So I'm not really blaming you. This is like a kind of hard matchup because Vayne is quite literally just a good duelist, and Nyla is kind of a duelist. She's a melee champ. So you're just going to like have to like duel her really well and like play around your CC. It's like a pretty hard matchup, honestly, if the Vayne is good. Um, otherwise, we can kind of see what's going on. Where even are you? Okay, see you here. I once again we kind of have to just recognize when a person is gone. Once again, I think boots is like super helpful on melee champs, but like this is like the same thing as that Jin thing. You have 340 movement speed. She has 360 with boots.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're never gonna catch this girl. So I think we just like here we just turn on Mord instead of like running after this girl here. We 100% just turn on this guy and start hitting him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but we kind of just need boots here. I'll write this down. At least tier one boots. Would recommend getting at least tier one boots early, pre 10 min on Nyla. Honestly, this is like 15 minutes and we still don't have boots. Like, you see, this guy is tier 2 boots,
Yeah.
tier 2 boots, tier 2 boots. Like, everyone in this game has tier 2 boots, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't even have boots. Like, that's actually pretty bad. They quite literally just all run faster than you. Like, this
Yeah.
guy's running a 385, you're running a 340. And on a melee champ, you want to be able to stick to the guy and hit them because you do not have range. So, like, honestly, I think you, like, just need boots earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, But yeah, I definitely like you have some like interesting habits, I guess. So I'm trying to help you work through them. But I would definitely get in the habit of buying at least tier one boots, free 10 minutes. I think that would honestly help you so much. I think it's pretty important on a melee champ. Do we get it here? Okay, we get it here. But yeah, we definitely 15 minutes no boots is like a little troll. Honestly, like that's borderline getting a little troll.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we want boots. But anyways, here Merc Treads, it's okay. They have Morgana. We do have Cleanse. They are like heavy auto attackers, so honestly, I probably would have went Ninja Tobbies because auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, AD, AD, AD. Like I'll give you like they only have one CC champ, but you did take Cleanse, so honestly, I probably would have went Steel Caps or Swifties. Um, I know like maybe Morgana has super CC, but you are running cleanse, so you can kind of get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, here I just don't think we know our damage. We definitely don't win this at all. Um, no, over time we'll kind of learn, but like yeah, you definitely just do not win this. Like if I just pause this and we're like, if you just stat check fought these guys to the death, I can literally tell you're just not gonna win this. Yeah, but over time you'll get more comfortable. But yeah, you definitely don't want to dash in there. Um, but over time you'll get more comfortable. A little bit into honestly, but it's fine. It's like a more champ mastery thing. I would just say learn from it. You have to realize, I mean, even without looking at the items, like you just don't really have the damage to kill a level 13 Nasus or a level 12 Yone. If you waited for your team, it would have been fine. So I'd wait for my team. Um, Otherwise, I guess this is like mid game. I don't know if you only want to cover lane phase, but lane phase was looking a little hard. We realized we kind of got countered. Vayne is sort of a counter to Nyla. Like she's just a better duelist. Oh shit, I keep hitting the wrong button. She's just a better duelist, so it is gonna be kind of difficult. Good, we can farm jungle camps. Honestly, it's like whatever. He might be a little mad because you're kind of behind, but once again, they won't really care if they're on the other side of the map. They won't really care. Like if they're pathing straight to it, then they might care. Like that's fine. Here, just play safe and you'll be fine. Well, not safe, but play around your teammates. Wait for them to go in. Yeah, now we're starting to pick up some kills, but we want to let them go in first and then go in. But yeah, okay, this guy should be dead. Nice. Okay, solid. As long as we play around the team, we can win. Solid, solid. Here, did we think Vayne was coming? Is that why? That's fine.
Just bad habit. Walking too far back.
No, it's fine. No, I meant like why we didn't push out this wave. Like, yeah,
Oh,
maybe we thought Vayne was coming. That's good. That's fine. But yeah, that's fine to run that far in case Vayne comes. Mm. A little thing I can tell you though is like if the wave is right here, most of the time they'll just go for the wave instead of chasing you.
mhm,
As long as you're completely out of vision, but it's fine. Like you can learn it over time. That's fine. Here we're close to IE. Once again, I would just get in the habit of this, recognizing if you're sitting on BF sword, pickaxe, and cloak of agility. I
mhm,
would honestly just wait on fighting until you get 600 gold because it doesn't take that long to get 600 gold. And then
mhm,
once you get that 600 gold, you just spike huge. So I would like kind of be aware of that like I'm really close to a huge item power spike. So I don't want to just randomly start inting right as I'm about to get it or like right before I get it. Yeah, this is a problem with Vayne. She's pretty hard to kill for Nyla. It's not like the easiest matchup, honestly. I don't know how this guy died. What the hell? Oh, he's just super low. Yeah, she's Flash. But yeah, it's not like the easiest matchup, honestly. If the Vayne's good, you're definitely gonna have a hard time. So just be aware of that. Here. Okay, good. That's a good W. That's when you try to save the guy. That's a good W. Here. Just kind of hard. We're just kind of behind at this point, honestly. Like, top lost, mid lane is like kind of close. Jungle is super fed. We kind of lost bot. It's just kind of hard.
mhm.
Here we're kind of. Oh, that's huge. That's really good. Nice. That's really good. Okay, we weren't really tracking the map, so I don't know what happened. Because it's nice to farm these mid waves, so we can kind of see. But yeah, it's fine to recall. Let's just see where they are. Oh, they're on Anakin. Oh, eh. If we knew they're on, if we're pinging this, I would like maybe push mid. Um, I wasn't really following the tempo of the game, but if they're on Anakin here, we definitely want to push mid. So like, if we start pinging Anakin, like instead of recalling here, I would 100% push mid because while they're on this, we can maybe get mid tower. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So like, kind of wait to see if they're on Anakin because if we just saw see this, just push mid, get mid tower, and honestly, it's like still not great, but it's definitely better. Otherwise, good. We go top here. This is good. This guy's gonna be hard AF to kill. He has 4 levels on you. Top kind of fed this Nasus. I mean, at this point in this game, just looks super hard, honestly. But we it's just a hard matchup against Vayne, honestly. But we have damage now. We have IE. We're like pretty decently strong, and we're playing Nyla, so we'll never really be behind in levels per se, like too much. But good. I'd probably try to get this red buff if I were you. I don't know what we're looking at, but I would try to get the red buff. And if I see this guy has Frozen Heart, I'd honestly go LDR. Um, and maybe even consider QSS. But now we have to like itemize versus Nasus. So I don't know what we're gonna build here, but definitely consider LDR. Also in the future, get the red buff. Like instead of just like kind of like running around, sitting here, etc. I would
Mhm.
definitely get this red buff. It's huge on ADC, huge on auto attackers. So I definitely get the red buffs. Mm, I'm just looking over your habits. This is like a super difficult game. Not really much you can do, honestly. If you wanted, I think we should consider like looking over another game for the last 15 minutes because it just looks like it's going to be impossible to play. I don't know if that's what you want to do or like continue watching this game.
We
Um,
can look at another game.
okay, yeah, honestly, this game just looks impossible. You guys all were kind of behind, and then, but I would just remember that Vayne is kind of a counter. I don't know if you want to ban her or just like play around her. But honestly, exhaust isn't even that bad if you're gonna play against Vayne. But yeah, otherwise you seem to be doing decently. We can kind of take a look. MF Jana, who's our support here? Is this Shaco support? It's like people used to run this. It's like okay. Um, yeah, I mean you're kind of countered by Jana, but you can kind of slowly scale.
Yeah, I was getting countered really hard by her.
But yeah, it's hard to play the game. Now has some like decent counters, honestly. Well, not super. It's mostly like Vayne, Jana, and probably Lulu. Yeah, I mean cleanse is okay. It's good if they have like CC, but I know I told you play cleanse in case they go exhaust. But like
Mhm.
the meta, everyone kind of like it kind of changes. If it's like if they don't have a support with CC, honestly, it's like debatable. It's debatable because like exhaust would counter you super hard, so you kind of have to play cleanse. But everyone kind of just goes barrier heal, so it's like debatable. I know I told you to go cleanse, but like if you're going against a Morgana or Leona, I would definitely run cleanse. But against like and even Lulu, you can cleanse her polymorph. But against Janna, it's like, it's like debatable. Like, cause she doesn't have CC. Like the reason why I say it's like cleanse against Lulu and Morgana is okay, because even if they don't run exhaust, you still get value from cleanse. You can cleanse her polymorph. You can cleanse Morgana's CC, so you still get value. But against Janna, why you don't really run cleanse, or you don't have to run cleanse, is like if she runs exhaust, cleanse is good, but you have to consider the fact that if they don't run exhaust, against Lulu you'll get value, against Morgana you'll get value, but against Janna you won't really get value at all. So you have to consider like the rest of the comp, but it's like okay here because they do have CZ. But does that kind of make sense?
Yeah,
So yeah, I would consider that. You kind of have to consider that, but you can see this is like a fine like you can run D here. I would probably go D shield. I mean, you can run D blade, but the reason why I go D shield here is Shaco support pretty useless. He's not really gonna fight. Like you go D blade if you want to fight. If you're trying to fight them, you go D blade.
okay.
If your support is like Shaco or like Timo, who's gonna be pretty useless,
Mhm.
and they're going first strike MF, which means she's just gonna try to poke you. Janna just gonna try to poke you. Then here I would actually go D shield. So it's like situational. You don't want to just go D blade every game. If you have a
Mhm.
Nautilus, if you have a Leona, you can go D blade because they're gonna fight. But if you have a Shaco support and they have like a poke lane, do you see why you would probably go D shield here?
Yeah,
So you like do want to consider the actual matchups. I wouldn't just go D blade every game just to go D blade and like to play aggro. You don't really want to do that. Still consider the matchups. Against poke lanes, definitely consider D shield. Then look at your support and be like, are they the type that's trying to fight like Nautilus, Leona, Rel, or is it like some Shaco, maybe Janna. Like, do you kind of see what I'm saying? Then it's like we're not really fighting. So that's when you go D Blade or D Shield. Um, but otherwise, okay. We're trying to get the push here. It's fine. I don't know why everyone's leashing, but this is fine. We're pushing it a little fast. This is fine. Here, once we have the guaranteed push, we can just last hit. Good. Okay. But yeah, D Shield would have been helpful here. You don't really have a support that's trying to fight. He's kind of just doing whatever. Once again, I'd kind of be aware about power spikes. Like we're about to hit level 2. You definitely want to be aware of level 2 power spike. We're about to hit level 2. So here we're going to hit level 2 off this minion.
Mhm.
Instead of positioning back here, I would creep up, walk this way, hit this minion, get ready to E on them. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, okay.
Like you definitely want to punish at certain power spikes. So instead of autoing from here, I would have right click, right click, right click, right click, auto here, dash in on them the moment I hit level 2. Does that kind of make sense?
Okay, yeah.
So I want to see you prepping. practice punishing when you hit level 2 and the enemy is level 1. So you only want to force like that? I have to say this. If you hit level 2 and the enemy is level 2, no, I mean, don't just randomly force. But if you're about to hit level 2 and they're level 1, then definitely go in. Does that kind of make sense?
Okay.
So don't just go in because you're level 2. You go in because they're level 1. But yeah, I like instead of autoing this minion from back here, I mean, at the very least, we could dash in right now, but I would have like crept up, maybe crept up here, auto this minion, then went in. Does that kind of make sense? That's how you
Yeah.
punish level 2 better. Like here, we didn't. They're still level 1. I would 100% dash on this girl. She is quite literally level 1 with W. She has nothing. If you decide to E on her, she does not have Q. You're not gonna get knocked up. She
Hmm.
literally has nothing for walking up. So like, if I was coaching you live, I would have been like just going on this girl. Here, once again, we're about to hit level 2. We hit level 2. We could look. We could look. She walks up like this. I would tell you just E on her. E on her. And then you're quite literally level 2. She's level 1. You just stat check, hit her, and you just do more damage.
Okay.
So that's like a power spike to play around. She's still level 1. She definitely shouldn't have been able to W you there. But we just gotta recognize that. But you see, like, yeah, we could have done that, but yeah, it's fine. We still want to realize that Nyla spikes hard at level 3 once she
Okay.
has her W. So we do want to be a little bit aware of that. We're kind of getting lucky with these pushes, but yeah, we want to be aware of that. Um, oh, God. But yeah, we want to wait for level 3. Level 3 is when we get super strong. We have Q, W, and E. Um, okay. Otherwise, this Jenna's like totally walking up. This is not great. We lost our pot. Okay, but yeah, this kind of we need D shield. I would go D shield in poke lanes, and especially if your support is not like an aggro support. This girl should be dead here. Do you have, wait, we're level 3. Wait, can we put a point in W here? How come we didn't put a point in W?
I wasn't paying attention, honestly,
Oh, okay.
when I leveled up.
Yeah, here I mean, kind of self-explanatory, but yeah, we definitely want to level up W here. I don't even know if we have mana for it. 60 mana. I would definitely have played around my W, but you have exhaust, like sortified. Oh my god, he tried to give you the kill. Okay, that's fine. I mean, that one's kind of self-explanatory, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, now the wave's pushing into them. Here, we don't have to be super scared because we have a huge wave. So if they do try to fight us, we can fight with this wave. You want to here? I'll write it down. But uh, fight here. This is the most basic. Once you get this as a foundation, we can build off this. But fight if you have big wave. Don't fight if enemy has big wave. That kind of makes sense. Like we don't have to play super scared here because we have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and they have one, two, three, four. So we have to recognize where we're strong and where we're weak. And
Okay.
since we're strong here, we definitely don't want to just be hiding back here. We can walk up. We can even if she decides to like I'll tell you what like overstepping is of her. If she decides to walk all the way in anywhere near our minions, we definitely want to fight. If she's back here, we don't have to chase. We don't do that. But if she walks anywhere near our minions, that's a good indicator that we can fight. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So that's the times when we want to fight. But yeah, we don't have to play super scared because we have a big wave. We definitely don't. And the reason why we don't play scared here is because we're quite literally just missing minions. So you don't have to like. You definitely don't want to miss minions, and then you have to think next step. Well, can I get the minions? Well, yes, you can get the minions because you had a huge wave. So That's why I say you can get the minions. If your wave was looking bad, then I would say no. But since your wave was looking good, I say yes. Good. Yeah, this is why we once again now we're using our W better. Good. This is good. We want a W the moment we go in. They just literally do zero damage to us. That's just look dodge, dodge, dodge. They do zero damage to us. I mean, we didn't really do damage back because we were 1v2, but
Hmm.
we didn't really take damage either. So like that's a good W usage. We're starting to use our W a little better. Here where the thing is like this is why I want you more aware of your support. So I start saying stand near your support, and once you get in the habit of this, if you're still working on getting better vision, but hopefully you're like starting to be aware of vision, the next thing I want you to work on is stand near your support, and I want you to get in the habit of paying attention to what your support's doing because you're going in, he's back here. Then you back off, but now he's going in while you're back here. So I want you guys to like go in at the same time rather than you go in, you leave. He goes in, he leave. You kind of see like you guys are going in at different times.
Yeah.
Like you're like kind of going in and then he's kind of going in. Like you see you're like were running away and then he went in. I want you guys to be on the same page and like he might not be aware of this, but you have to be aware of him so that you kind of are like going in when he's going in. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So once you get in the habit of paying attention to your support, it'll just look better because you guys are like at the very least fighting at the same time. Wait, why do you guys have a Garen jungle? Oh my god. But that's something I want you to work on. Practice standing near your support and at the very least being aware of what your support's doing. And
Okay.
then once you get in the habit of that, it's just like a fundamental and you'll just be doing it all the time. But otherwise, you guys are going in at like different times, so that's kind of the problem here. Um, but otherwise, Shaco support is pretty useless, honestly, especially against a Jan MF. But we can kind of see. Yeah, I probably would have went D Shield in this lane. You have a Shaco support. Once again, if you have kind of like useless troll supports, I mean, no, he's not troll, but like Tom Kench with TP, Shaco support, I would go
Hmm.
D Shield because you just want to make sure you don't lose lane with these guys. They're going to be pretty useless. So D Blade, you're probably never fighting. Just make sure you don't lose. That's pretty much all you can do.
Hmm.
Um, otherwise, here. Okay, we're starting to ward. Good. We're like paying attention to vision. Here, I would actually do the opposite. I would pink ward here and then place a regular ward here because if you pink here, they can obviously hit it because it's a pink. So it's like, if I pink here, can I defend this pink? This is why I want you to understand with vision. If you pink, they can hit it because they can see it, right?
Okay.
So like now you have to consider, well, can I defend this? If they decide to hit it, can I push them off so they can't hit it? And if the answer is no, you don't pink there. If the answer is yes, then obviously leave your pink there. And here, I don't actually think you can defend this pink super well because you guys don't have like complete. This is a ward you put if you have like complete lane priority. They can never walk up, never hit this pink, but like they can probably walk up and just take this pink. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So it becomes like a super waste of pink. But if you like if you pink ward here, they would have to walk all the way here to get it. But if you pink here, they can kind of just like this is here. I'll explain to you. This this is your side. This is your side. This is neutral somewhere in the middle. This is their side. So now you are aggressing, putting a pink in the neutral. So it's like you guys are gonna have to fight over this pink. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I would actually pink there. But otherwise, like we can kind of watch what happens. You see, they're like perma standing next to each other. So anytime one of you goes in, they can both hit. So that's like why you generally want to stand near your support. So you can
Hmm.
kind of 2v1 anyone, always defend, always fight back. But you see how she walks up solo. This guy can just hit her. You can just hit her. This girl is all the way back here. If you decide to just hit this girl, she quite literally is too far to hit back. So I would be aware of that. I'd be aware of the fact that if you decide to dash in and start hitting this girl, she's like too far. Yeah, see, she got like super out of position there. Uh, Not like the easiest lane, honestly. I probably will win D Shield once again, but it's like fine. We're about to hit level 6. It looks like we're like looking for some level 6 ulti or something. Uh, okay, is this Galio? Oh, is that a bait? Okay, that was good. Solid. Here we don't actually like if we're not getting any of the kills, I would have
Hmm.
stayed and taken the wave. The moment both of them die, I would be a little bit more greedy and stay and take this wave.
Okay.
So I don't really think recalling is that great here because you literally get nothing. These guys get something. You got literally nothing. So you at the bare minimum want the wave, and if you especially miss the wave, you definitely get nothing. So like you definitely didn't need a recall here because like no one's gonna stop you. So I would have taken this wave for sure. Okay, kind of see. Oh, but otherwise it's been about an hour. Well, it's been exactly an hour, but we can kind of see. But hopefully this was helpful. I gave you something to work on. Once again, I if the wave is guaranteed free, we keep kind of just recalling. If the wave
Hmm.
is guaranteed free, kind of be a little bit more greedy and take the wave. But here I'll kind of just summarize because it's been an hour. I want you to practice standing near. Oh God, I want you to practice standing near your support. Obviously, if you're still working on this, you can work on this. Don't overwhelm yourself. But now, if you're more familiar with vision, the next thing to work on is practice standing near your support, and it'll
Hmm.
allow you to be aware of your support so that you kind of just see what's going on. If they decide to fight, you're ready to fight. Because once again, if you're standing here, they're standing over here. If they decide to go in, you're quite literally just so far. But if you're standing right here and they decide to go in, you're like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'll just practice be staying near support, being aware of that. But otherwise, did you have any questions or like was it all good? You have something to work on now? I'm
Yeah,
slowly
no,
giving you
good.
stuff to work on, and then you'll just become better as a player. But sorry, do you have any questions?
No, we're good. We're good. Feel like I've learned a lot. I actually had no idea how to like freeze waves at
Oh
the
yeah, you got
earliest.
that one down right. You just pull it to the bush. Pull it to the bush. That's it.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. Yeah. Hopefully it's helpful, and then try to download insights.gg, and
Okay.
then we can do it off that. But otherwise, I'll stop the recording.